Welcome to Be Yourself Creative channel. In this video, we have to discuss with that what is the difference between the R programming and Python programming. So nowadays, these two programs are more powerful languages compared to the other languages. Why? Because these two languages are related to the data analysis. So first one, who developed by the R programming and who developed by the Python programming. So here, Ross Loka and Robert Gentleman in 1995, they have to develop R programming in University of Auckland, that is New Zealand. They have to develop this R program. So the origin of the R program is this S program, that is the statistics programming. We have to develop this programming language. In Python programming, Guido van Rossum is developed in 1991 in New Zealand, in Netherlands. So this is the this programming language developed from the ABC programming language. And main, what is the usage of these programming languages are, first, R programming is statistical analysis we can do with R programming, and a lot of research related to the statistic modeling research is conducted in R programming. But whereas in Python, mainly it is a general approach to the data science. And the majority of the deep learning research is done in Python only. Like tools you have to use Keras and Python. The main objective of R programming is data analysis and statistics. And the main objective of Python programming is development and production of the applications. And what are the primary users of the R programming is scholars and research and development professionals are used with this R programming. The primary users of Python programming is programmers and developers. Why? Because most of the software products are designed with the Python programming only. And flexibility of R programming is to use the available libraries. So plenty of libraries are there in R programming. Whereas in flexibility of Python programming is to construct new models from the scratch. And here, whenever you want to learn the R programming is difficult, but whereas in Python programming is smooth. The integration of R programming is run locally, but whereas in Python, it's well integrated with the apps only. Whenever you want to discuss with the database, how to handle with the R and Python, it handles the huge databases in both cases. What are the IDE, integrated development environment you have to use in R programming is RStudio IDE. But whereas in Python programming, you can use the integrated development environment, Spider and IPython notebook IDE. And what are the packages you have in R programming? So nearly 12,000 packages you have to use in CRAN. Example, Tidyverse, ggplot2, Cart, Ju. So these are the packages you have to use, packages and libraries you have to use in CRAN. But whereas in Python, you can use the different types of packages you have to use. There is the Pandas, Scientific Python, that is the SciPy, and Scientific Kitlan, TensorFlow, Caret. These are the packages you have to use. Comparing with the R programming, we have less libraries in Python. In R programming, we have the huge number of nearly 12,000 packages we have to use, but whereas here, few packages only we have to use. And whenever you want to discuss with the popularity of the programming languages and a percentage of change nowadays in 2020-21, 1.57% of people have to change it to R programming. Whereas in Python, 0.17% of people have to change in 1920-21. And what is the salaries about this programming concept, programming software engineers? Nearly 1 million in both whenever you have to using the both languages software engineers, they have to add $1 million we have to add per annum. So these are the differences between the Python and R programming. So if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. And you have what you have to in mind, please write on the comment section. Thank you.